You go first, Ben.
Oh, my name is Maria, and I am a transportation broker.
My name is Levi. I am a high school economics teacher, offensive line football coach, and boys weightlifting head coach.
We have been fostering for 5 years, and we have had 10 children.
We had been probably married for a year, and I have always had a really good relationship with my athletes. A lot of them, live in single parent households. A lot of them, it's just their mom. And so there is no male role model in their life. And so a lot of the kids really latched onto me. And I can't my relationship with them doesn't just end when school ends or when practice ends. I keep that relationship going beyond that because they need these mentors. It's what I had growing up with my coaches, and I'm trying to give back. And so I would always have kids over.
We would cook
a
lot.
We would cook a lot. These relationships we were building with kids, and she was like, she's like, what do you think about not just the football kids and the athletes? And I was like, I don't know about that. That's a little too much.
I wanted to reach out because I know Polk County itself is an underprivileged county. And I said I wanted to reach more than the kids that we see every day, to reach the kids that maybe don't have a coach or don't have a neighbor that they can come to. So I kind of strong-armed him, and I was like, hey, we're going to do this. And then I said, and we're doing teens. Just because it fits with our lifestyle. He's with teens all day. He knows how to talk to teens. And then the teens are the ones that don't get the love that they should.
I mean, these kids, you get a 15-year-old or 16-year-old kid that just gets put in the foster system, or a 17-year-old for that matter, who's lived in a rough household and in a rough situation. And then all of a sudden their mom or their dad gets, child services called on them, and then the kid's thrown in the foster system. If we can get opportunity to bring a kid in and say, hey, maybe the way you were doing things was not the right way to be doing it. Maybe we could show you a better way. And
we let them know that they're people.
Exactly. And
they're not a statistic. We treat them how we want to be treated. And then with the teenagers, it's easier for me because then you're like, okay, I gave you all your tools. If you need us, come back. And literally, we've had 2 come back whenever they need help. We have 1 with us right now. And then we have 1, she's 19 now, but she came to visit us and she's like, I need help. We have kids who will call me. We have 1 in Virginia with her husband. She'll call me and she's like, how did you make that for dinner? And I'll tell her, and she's like, I miss how you cook. She's like, I know, I never said it before, but now that I'm gone, I really miss how you cook. Or that you cooked for us. A lot of the kids love that we cook all day for them.
We'll get the Nerf guns out,
yes.
And it's a full-on sniper battle.
It
Me
is.
and the kids are just going at it.
It is.
You'll
hear me in the background yelling.
Stop, you're scaring the dog. And we're like, okay, pow, 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 pow.
But
they're hiding in their bedrooms. I'm hiding behind a couch. We're just going off, and there's the little Nerf balls are just everywhere. The cats are running after them. They're like, ah! And it's just those are the best moments.
Just to foster is to accept any kid. We would take any child, but it's just we want to help teens because they need it. They need the love. So if someone,
and we got it to give.
Yeah, if someone was like, who would you recommend? I'd say a teen. Yeah, you've got to do a little bit extra because you got to take them softball, or you got to take them to learn how to drive or whatever, but it's more rewarding to me. So a lot of misconceptions about fostering, I hear it all the time, is what do you do when you have to give them back? Or what do you do? I can't do it because when they leave, I'll be heartbroken. Well, yeah, you're upset for that week, that month, but then that parent or that child will reach back out and be like, hey, Maria, how are you? And then it starts all over again. They're never gonna leave you. Even the little ones, the parents, if you have a co-parent, that mom or that dad will be like, hey, my kid did this today. What can I do to do the same thing that you did? With the teens, they Snapchat you. So I'll get Snapchats like, hey, I did this in school today. You may not live with me, but they still come back to you. And so when I hear that comment of, I could never give them back, well, you're not giving them back. You're just an extension now. And you're gonna be that support for that mom, that dad, and for that kid when they go off in their life. So whenever someone says that, I always say, they're not leaving you. They're just now an extension of you. And
You shouldn't look at it as you lost something. You should look at it like you succeeded.
yeah,
Because that's reunification is the goal.
Yeah.
The goal is to help
that parent, to give them the support.
Yes, like that's the goal. It's not like I lost something. It's I did my job.
Yeah.
I helped the parent and I helped the kid.
That comment too. They're always like, well, I could never help the parent. Why? The parent didn't get the help. They grew up like this, and so they just repeat themselves. So now you're not only helping the kid not do what their parent do, you're helping the parent not do what they were doing a few months ago. Like, it's a success story for everybody. You foster because you want to give the life that they should have and give them the opportunity to break that cycle. And it's just, give the parent and the kid the opportunity. And that's all that it is about fostering. You don't do it for you, you do it for them. You shouldn't be afraid to foster because you don't think you're adequate enough. You could live in an apartment and foster. You can be a single mom and foster. The only thing you need to foster is patience and love. And you learn patience, but you always have love. So it doesn't matter if you grew up crappy, because that's something the kids will say, hey, you went through what I went through? That's great. Now you know what I'm talking about. So the only thing you need to foster is just the
patience and love.
The ability to understand. And if you're willing to say, you know, hey, I'm here for you, and you're ready to be a foster parent.
100%. Like, I did not think that I would be ready to be a foster parent, and I was like, man, this is gonna be rough, but
it does get rough.
It's probably,
but you just keep going.
Probably one of the best decisions I've made in my life outside of becoming a teacher and a coach. You know, I learned a very valuable statistic the other day that 98% of Americans at the age of 40 realize, like, what did I do for the past 20 years? I have nothing to show for it. You know, it's because they wanted to live their best life, they wanted to do this, or nobody was there to show them the right things to do. If
you are thinking of fostering, just take that step.
It's worth it. It is so worth it. It's so rewarding.
Go on the Facebook page.
Yes, go on Facebook, helps. Social media. Just go to one of their meetings they have at night, and you're there. You're gonna realize that if I made this choice because I want to make an impact, you're gonna realize in the first 20 minutes, 10 minutes, like, I made the right choice. You know, it was great for us. We got to meet other foster parents that were currently foster parents when we were going through the process. Heartland gives you so many resources to prepare you for that initial time that you have your first child in the home.
You're not alone.
Yeah, definitely not alone. You've got support. And if you want to do teenagers, I promise you it's worth it. Like, these kids are amazing, and you're never gonna laugh as hard as you laugh because of these kids. And it's a constant roller coaster, and it's always the highs, but there's gonna be the lows. But it doesn't matter what age a kid is, you're gonna have highs and lows. But it is the best choice that we made as a family, because our house has never been happier, never been as full. You know, when it was just her and I and the animals, we were missing something. There was something that we were missing.